Welcome back to Chokitable Media. I want you to listen to the speech delivered by Emir Sanusi, the Emir of Kano, or one of the two Emirs of Kano State. He had the chance to speak at Nigerian Bar Association, an event organized at the behest or to honor Chief Gani Fawehimi. They call it Fawehimism. He was one of the speakers and he spoke eloquently. The way you know him to be, Emir Sanusi is never short of words. What flows from his mouth like thunder and like fire. All this you will listen to in this speech of his. But did he cross the border in his speech? That is left for you to judge, and his friends that he was referring to in his speech. Emir talked about politics, talked about law, talked about academics, talked about activism in the country, talked about labor unions in the country, talked about the state of things, and he went more personal as well, asking you, my listener, like I used to ask you here also on this channel, who are you? What are you? Which stage are you in life? I always ask you to take a mirror and check yourself. So as the Emir spoke here, asking everybody to take a mirror and check themselves. If you want to build a better society, who are you in that society? What are you going to contribute? Do you think your ways will build a society as a lawyer, as a judge, as a businessman, as a labor person, as an activist that you call yourself, as a politician? Do you think your character will actually build a future for the land that you are living in? If you can weigh all these things, then you think about better society where your children will live in when you leave. But if you don't consider where the future will be for your children, then definitely the man you are seeing in the mirror, it's a wrong man. Emir Sanusi spoke. He said he wouldn't want to help his friends anymore. Who are his friends? The government of the day. Most of them are there. It was so surprising when this government came into power that I saw Emir Sanusi going to the Aso Rock to meet Tinubu. I was so disappointed. I was so highly disappointed to see him going there. Now, he is now condemning them. What if they had listened to him? He will be romancing with them. Religiously, as a Muslim figure, a leader, and an emir, my question to Emir Sanusi is, does he know that these guys in power now are robbers? Does he know that they stole election? Does he know that the judgment delivered at the Supreme Court? Does he know that it is the right judgment? As the Quran taught him and taught every one of us, that power belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He gives power to whom he will. And he takes power away from whom he wills. Is a verse of the Quran. Okay, as a leader, as a scholar, Islamic scholar that he is, does he believe that the power was given by Allah to Tinubu? We know everything comes from Allah, but he will never do anything wrong. But if people are destined to ruin, he will leave them to take that path so that they can get to their ruins. And that is exactly what happened. Does he know that these people are fraud? Does he know that they got to power and they yanked the power and run with it? Does he know the antecedent of the person is calling his friends in government today? It's so good for him to talk here about character, about who he is 50 years ago. But what about those people he calls his friends? Who are they? What are they? Where are they coming from? I think he should be part of the people condemning this government, not wanting to be their friends, because now they did not show him, that he is part of them, that he's a friend, and that is why this man is complaining. But don't let me go too far and keep talking. I would like you to listen to the speech yourself and be the judge, and let us all know and determine the type of society we want to build. I believe Nigeria is not one. There are various countries in Nigeria. He was talking about, rebuilding the country called Nigeria. He was talking about, how to make the country work. There are still elements or chances that he sees that will definitely make Nigeria work. But are the people in power, are the politicians, are the businessmen, are the lawyers, are the judges that are supposed to be the correct arbiter in the society, are they actually ready to do this? How many of them are like Ganifa Emi? How many of them sitting in the hall are like Ganifa Emi? To stand up and say the truth that Nigeria is not one. Let everybody go on their own way, have a discussion, and just disintegrate. Listen to the speech yourself, and we come back and discuss.
On the topic of structural adjustment, on the topic of the economy, on the topic of subsidies, it's extremely interesting as an economist listening to lawyers and engineers discuss the economy. Extremely, beautiful analysis. To be honest, I can stand here today and I can give a few points that are contrary, a few points that explain perhaps what we're going through and how it was totally predictable, most of it, and maybe avoidable. But I'm not going to do that. I've chosen not to speak about the economy and the reforms, or to even explain anything, because if I explain, it would help this government, and I don't want to help the government. I don't want to help this government. They're my friends. If they don't behave like friends, I don't behave like a friend. So I watch them being stewed, and they don't even have people with credibility who can come and explain what they're doing. But I'm not going to help. I started out helping, but I'm not going to help. I'm not going to discuss it. Let them come and explain to Nigerians why the policies that are being pursued are being pursued. And meanwhile, I'm watching a very nice movie with popcorn in my hands. I'm watching them stew. But I will say one thing. What we are going through today is, at least in part, not totally, at least in part, a necessary consequence of decades of irresponsible economic management. People were told decades ago, if you continue along this path, this is where you're going to end up. If you continue, this is where you're going to end up. And they refused to listen. Now, is everything being done today correct? No. But like I said, when I'm ready to talk about the economy, I probably will. For now, I'm here to honor Chief Gani Fawemi. I'm here to remind us all about what he stood for, to ask us, to appeal to us, to plead with us, to go back, like I said recently, to that distinction between who we are and what we are. Who you are those things that Gani was. They're about your values, what you can control, what you are. You're a northerner, you're a southerner, you are rich, you are poor, you are a president, you are an emir. It's what you are. You have two lawyers. One is an honest lawyer with integrity, the other is a thief. Whether that is who he is. You have two governors or two senators or two emirs. At the end of the day, if you're a thief, you're a thief. Whether you're Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa or Muslim or Christian or a lawyer, a thief is a thief. That is who you are. If you're an honest person, if you have integrity, if you have courage, if you have self-discipline, doesn't matter whether you have money or don't have money, whether you have a position or don't have a position, that is who you are. Can we please go back as a country to asking ourselves that question. Who am I truly? You look at your own life. You've gone through many stages of what. I was a student. I was a banker. I was governor of central bank. I was an emir. I was a dethroned emir. I'm an emir. That is all what I am. That's all what I am. But I take pride that all the friends who knew me 50 years ago will say I am the same person that they knew 50 years ago. And that is who I am. You may not like it, but that's who I am. Can we please begin to ask ourselves and stop taking pride in these ephemeral, fake things that we have? People get into power, they clothe themselves in power given to them by the Constitution and the law, and they think it belongs to them. People struggle to get into office and they have no idea what to do with it. You go to office and you make money. Why do you want to go into politics to make money? Go into business. Look at Aliko Dangote. He's not a governor. He has money. Go and be an Aliko Dangote. Why do you want to be a governor or a minister to make money? If you want money, go and be a businessman. You go into government to serve the people. If you do not want to serve the people, don't go into government. Simple. But the way we've degraded public office and the way civil society, if we go back to Antonio Gramsci, the way civil society has allowed itself to be incorporated into the processes and programs of political society is what has destroyed this nation. Who is there to hold political society to account? Where is the Nigeria Bar Association? Where is the Nigeria Labour Congress? NLC, where are the Hassan Sumonus of today? Where are the journalists? Where are the academics? Where are the public intellectuals? Everybody has gone into political society. Everybody, if you're not in there, you're looking for a contract, or you're looking for an appointment, or you're looking for some favor, and therefore you cannot face political society and hold political society to account. And this is exactly what Antonio Gramsci talked about when he analyzed the hegemonic state. And this is what we're becoming. So I'm speaking at an MBA conference because you are a critical part of civil society. You are the ones who stand up for human rights. You are the ones who stand up for the rule of law. I thank my brother Femi Falana. When we had this funny judgment by the Federal High Court, he came out and spoke about it. I'm not a lawyer, but even as a non-lawyer, I know Federal High Court has no jurisdiction on chieftaincy matters. So I can't believe that the lawyers who took the case didn't know. I can't believe that the judge who ruled didn't know. They all knew. The judgment of the Court of Appeal was what everyone expected. But for 8 months, we have had a perverse judgment driven by politics. And these are the kinds of things that we need to stand up to, or to stand up against. Finally, I would like us to please pray for our country, because we do need a prayer. I think there's just so much happening now, but the only good thing for me as an economist is I know that no matter how long a crisis is, with the right policies you come out of it. This darkness is not going to be here forever. Let us remain hopeful. Okay? Let us all work in our own way to contribute. Advice, criticism, bring in investors, and also let us see the good in our country, because there is a lot of good that's happening as well. Maybe not where we're looking, but let us continue to look at the good things and hope that we'll see more and more of that. I'd like to thank you once more for giving me the honor. It's a great honor for me to speak on behalf of someone that I consider a personal hero. I would like to hope that after this, we are going to see more and more Gani Fawemis in the legal profession. Thank you.
Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. What is your conclusion? Put it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you as you do. See you next time, and bye for now.